Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. The Cardinals at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
7 yards there and a first down. Solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 17 carries, 89 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Stroud. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Stroud looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On second down, here's Pierce. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Murray to air it out again. Touchdown! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He finds his target. Beckham takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Stroud will look to throw once more.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You look at this Arizona defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Takedown.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Santos with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stroud to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, that 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Right, it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
He's been terrific so far. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And out across midfield down to the 45.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And here comes the Texans now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Again, it's Stroud.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Chris Olave, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
The throwing again is Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Now 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go again with Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Play action. Stroud now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are back within a score.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Now a toss here, short side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And Wilson with it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pierce gets this one running right. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
B.J. Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 30-yard line. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Murray from midfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Stroud looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Stroud on 3rd down now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Zaven Collins, his 2nd sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So Stroud and the Texans
down by 7. A minute 44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught by Dell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Here's Stroud.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now Stroud.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Stroud looks to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st and goal. Stroud back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud.
Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Arizona, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
She say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay.